I'm absolutely sick of this. I'm sick to the stomach. Welcome back to the channel, if you can even call it that right now. Yeah, because frankly, this team is unrecognisable. Bournemouth 3, Liverpool 2, another 95th minute winner, another defensive disaster class. And for me, I've said this so many times right now, but this has to be the final nail in the coffin for Arne Slot. He has to go. Enough is enough now. Let's just get into it before I lose my head completely. We go down to the Vitality, knowing we need a win to keep top four safe. Forget the title. The title's gone. Arsenal, they're 14 points clear. Wave goodbye to that. Yeah, it's quite obvious now, isn't it? We need to secure Champions League football. And what do? We turn up for the first 35 minutes looking like we've never met each other before. 2-0 down inside half an hour. Virgil van Dijk at fault for both of those goals. Evan Nelson and Jimenez just walking through us. And that second goal, yeah, let's talk about that second goal. Joe Gomez goes down injured. It's horrible. I hope he's all right. But the management from the bench, absolutely criminal. We're playing with 10 men. Waturo Endo's trying to play centre back, and we're just standing there waiting to make a sub. And in that time, bang, it's 2-0. Slot. He's just standing there, hands in his pockets. He doesn't give a shit. The players don't give a shit. You know, when the playing group aren't playing for the manager, then you know it's time to go. It's time to make a change. Verge gets one back before half time, but if I'm being completely honest, this didn't feel like a game where we're like, all right, cool, we got a goal back. It's only 2-1. Let's go out and win this game in the second half. Yeah, I just did not feel that whatsoever. With Klopp in the team, with the mentality monsters, we believed we could come back and win. With Slot, it's just soul destroying. We just knew what was going to come next, and that wasn't going to be getting the 3 points. That is gone. The mentality monsters is completely gone. There's one player that can hold his head up high, Dominic Soboslai. That free kick was world class. 80th minute, 2-2. At that point, I'm thinking, okay, we've been poor, we've been battered, but we've shown character. Let's take the point and get out of here. But no, we can't do that. This is Liverpool in 2026, 95th minute. A long throw. It's a bloody long throw. We are Liverpool Football Club, and we are losing to a fucking long throw in 2026. Adley bundles it in. Nobody clears it. Allison is slipping all over the place. It's an absolute joke. From there, I just turned off the TV straight away. I could not believe I got up at 3 a.m. To watch that shit. And, you know, this brings me to the elephant in the room. The 13-game unbeaten run earlier has just fooled us. It gave us false hope. And look, the reality now, it's January 25th. We haven't won a league game in 2026. 7 defeats in the league. Seven. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. That is almost as many as we lost in the last 2 seasons combined. We are soft. We are easy to play against. If you press us, we crumble. If you throw a long ball into the box, we panic. And where are the signings? Everyone could see we need new defenders, man. Gomez is made of glass. Robbo is on his way out. And the club says, no value in the market. Well, the value of not signing anyone is finishing 5th and playing Thursday nights in Kazakhstan next year, man. And that's being generous. We're going to be lucky to play any sort of European football next season. It's an absolute disgrace. How many more chances are we going to give it to the manager? It's not good enough. Let's get into some players, and I'm going to be quick with this as well. Uh, well, all right. Let's go with Allison. Yeah, he was obviously three goals conceded. Played one of the best performances in the Champions League midweek, and yeah, was just a shell of himself in this one. I thought not his fault that the defenders ahead of him uh, can't protect the space, but you know, yeah, he could have been better. Could have been better in that one. Jeremy Frimpong, I thought he wasn't too bad. Came off at about I thought he came off in the 59th minute. Don't know why. Threw Soboslai right back. Joe Gomez, as we discussed, came off early. It's a shame, and we're never really got anyone else in the centre back department now. We had to throw in Roturo Endo. He's going to be out for quite some time. Virgil van Dijk, yeah. Well, what can we say? You know, he goes saying that, the first goal, I think it was a difficult ball to judge in the circumstances. The wind was tricky. No, just no, mate. Like, you're at fault for those two goals. Throwing your teammates under the bus and making excuses and showing no accountability. Is that what you want from your club captain? I'm absolutely sick of it. Not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. And if I'm being completely honest, I reckon at the end of the season we should strip Van Dijk's captaincy and give it to Soboslai. At least Dominic Soboslai shows fucking leadership. Nothing from Verge. Not good enough. Milos Kerkez, I think he came off in the second half as well. Do not know why. Ryan Gravenberch, has a really good performance in the Champions League, and absolute shell of himself in this one. He's I don't think he's a defensive midfielder. He's soft. He's just like a revolving door, and just you could just easily walk through him, and he doesn't provide any protection in the back four. I think we're going to have to go in the summer and get a number 6, because he hasn't been good this year. Alexis McAllister as well. Again, like with Gravenberch, absolute letdown. Good in the Champions League, but when it comes to playing Premier League, he's an absolute shell of himself. Dominic Soboslai, he can hold his head up high. You always know what you're going to get out of him. He tried. Florian Wirtz, I just think confidence is just like sucked out of him. There's a couple of times when he was on the edge of the box and he was looking to pass it. Should have just had a shot. I know he tries to make something happen, create chances, but I just feel like it's either a tactic by the manager instructing him to play like this, or he's just out of confidence at the moment. And the thing was, he hasn't been terrible for us at all this year, but I don't know. I just feel like with a new manager, like with Xavi Alonso, he can tell him that you're going to be the number one guy to run the offense. Yeah, because we're not seeing that with him at the moment, and partly not his fault. Mohamed Salah, what could we say with him? too slow, doesn't have the exploding pace like he used to, can't beat one-on-ones. Has a great tournament at AVCON, and all of a sudden it's just, back to default when he goes to Liverpool. I think partly the manager has to do with that as well. But yeah, it's just sad to see. It's sad to see. Cody Gakpo, yeah, you know what I'm going to say with him. Predictable, always cuts inside. Didn't come off until the 74th minute. And while we did not start Hugo Katike in this one, I simply do not know. And moving on to the substitutes, Watura Endo came on for Gomez. Played in centre back when he's naturally a midfielder. He's about like 5'9", 5'10" as well, so a bit undersized for a centre back as well. But look, he tried for someone who hasn't played much football for a while for the club. I thought he did okay. Andy Robertson, he came on for Kirkes. Didn't really have much, but if that's going to be his last game for the club, all we could say is best wishes, Robbo. I don't have any grudges against him if he wants to move to Tottenham. He's won it all at the club. He wants to get more. He wants to get more game time with the World Cup coming up as well. So I simply don't blame him for that. But I don't want him to go now. Just get a deal. Just get a deal done in the summer. Don't make him leave now. You got Milos Kerkez as our only left back, and then that means we're going to have to bring back Kostas Tsimikas, and we know what he's like. We know what he was like at Liverpool, and obviously his stint at Roma didn't work out either. But yeah, if this was Robbo's last game, thank you for your services, and sorry to see you go, mate. Curtis Jones, yeah, I think he should have started in this one instead of McAllister. I had him in starting in the midfield in my starting 11. You know, he always tries to make something happen, always willing to drive up forward. Yeah. And he's another one that could be on his way out too. He is linked to Tottenham as well. So who knows? Hugo Katike, he should have started in this one. Why he was on the bench in the first half, I just simply do not know. Ria Engamoa, I thought was good in the time he had. Looked more lively in attack, always trying to make something happen as well. I want him to get more minutes in the team, but knowing Slot, he won't unless he carries a Dutch passport or has Van in his name, Rio Van Engamoa. But yeah. That's about it really. But before I sign off, we could sit here and scream Slot out all day, but based on that 95th minute collapse, he is out of his depth. But if Arne Slot goes tomorrow, who hired him? Who told us that this was the seamless transition? Who told us that the data-proof Slot was the perfect successor to Jurgen Klopp? Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, the so-called dream team, the return of the geniuses, right? That's what we were sold. Edwards comes back as CEO of football, brings in Hughes from, ironically, Bournemouth, and we were told the adults were back in the room. Well, look at the state of us now. Richard Hughes, you came from Bournemouth. You built that team that just beat us. How is that your old club has more heart, more fight, and better recruitment than us right now? We have 6 days left in the window. Joe Gomez is injured again. Canade up and down season. Virgil is 34. And who have we signed? Nobody. We are hearing the same old lines coming out of the club through the journalists. There is no value in the market. We only want the right player. That's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. The right player is a centre back who can actually defend a long throw. The right player is a holding midfielder who could stop us from getting bypassed like traffic cones. This is on Michael Edwards just as much as it is on Slot. Edwards came back and cleared the house. He wanted total control. Well, congratulations, Michael. You've got it. This is your Liverpool now. A team that is soft, a manager who won't make subs, and a squad that has been neglected for 3 windows in a row. So for me, it's not just slot out, it's the whole structure. If this is the Edwards master plan, I don't want it. And Richard Hughes, he needs to answer questions as well. Why did we hire a manager who clearly doesn't have a plan B? Why are we sitting on our hands in January while our rivals strengthen? You look at Man City, they signed our targets in Antoine Semenyo, in Mark Gahey. Arsenal, the season before, we wanted Martin Zubimendi. We sat on the fence for that one, but we were so arrogant. Well, let's play Ryan Gravenberch as a defensive midfielder. Oh, we've got Ratura Endo, but the manager doesn't even trust him in that. Is it arrogance or is it incompetence? I'm done protecting the hierarchy just because they spent £500 million over the summer, but they didn't realise our squad depth is getting weaker and weaker. They got this one wrong, badly wrong. Let me know in the comments, is the holy trinity of Edwards, Hughes and Slot a total failure? Who do you blame more, the manager on the touchline or the men in the suits up in the stands? Let it all out below. Drop a like on the video if you share the pain. It helps the algorithm, even if the results ruin our weekend. Subscribe if you're new. I'm done. I'm going to lie down. I'm probably going to have a drink and then lie down in a dark room. Up the Reds, I guess. See you later.